Yeah, so this is my main base, I would say. It's kind of a work in progress, but in terms of strategic base building, because that's what this video will be about, this is about the strategy, not necessarily about how it looks. So the strategy for this base is it's essentially my industry base, I guess I would say, because it's where I mine my food, my resources, and I build the stuff inside this little building here. So this is about, I think it's an 8 ore and 1 coal, which is pretty good. This is the it's a little bit left because they were probably mining it, but this is the coal node here. So you can see, like, I've got them working hard. And if I show you the PAL box, you'll see who and what I've got. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 dig toys, which are awesome. I just love watching them spin like that. All they do is just mine, so that way they don't get sidetracked. I do have an Anubis. I used to have more Anubises in here because of their mining, but turns out that they're the same level as the dig toys, so I don't need them because they are also they craft. So I only have one, a decent one. I could use a better one here actually, but I've got one Anubis for the crafting stuff mostly. And I've got a Van Worm here who is very fast and has 3 carrying capacity. That's one of the main reasons. The fact that it's got 3 carrying capacity and it can do kindling for making the ore that they mine into ingots. And then I got a Workaholic Tombat just because he's got 2 mining and 2 carrying too, so he helps out. My Bushy, so my kindlers, here, let me put my kindlers together. My kindlers and miners together. Okay, so as I was saying, so I've got the 4 dig toys and a Tombat for mining. I also have this Menacing who also has a 3 in mining and 2 in lumber too, to kind of clear out the trees so that they don't clutter things up. And I put them in there. So I got, I guess, 7 miners that can actually mine, including, because it can include the Anubis. Then I got some Wumpos because they have 4 carrying capacity and 3 lumbering, so they also help clear the trees and carry things to and from. And then I've got 4 kindlers. This Van Worm, he can also transport. And the R-Sox has 2 kindling. And he's a workaholic too, this one. And he can also cut trees and help clear. And then finally I've got my Bushi, who's also got a 2 kindling and 3 lumbering and 2 carrying. So you can see, like, this is all dedicated and focused pretty much to being a mining slash crafting base. And in order to make things more efficient so that, you know, it doesn't take them forever to mine and whatever, so I actually saw this in somebody else's YouTube video. So I put a bunch of little storage units, like barrels basically, so that they don't have to traverse very far in order to deposit the stuff. So you can see there's already putting some stuff in there. And because it's part of the base, like whenever I need to use it, it just automatically pulls from it. So you can see, actually let me get on Scarlet so that I can show you an aerial view. I did the same thing for food just so that they don't get too hungry, although I think I ran out of food. That's why I had to just cure them all. But so there's a food basket, and there should be a barrel next to it, I guess. Well, there's a barrel there, even though there's a massive storage I'll show you in a moment inside there. And then there's another barrel so that it's easy for them, and another food bowl, another barrel there, another barrel there. I basically kind of tried to put the barrels and food stuff next to where the nodes are, which you can see they're demolished and deleted already because these guys are insane. So there's no more. Oh, there's one right there. So you see there's a barrel right next to it. And also very important to keep them happy. I've got one, two, I thought I had a third of those springs so that they can go and chill. Okay, so then in terms of the inside, so that's the mining stuff. So I'm doubling this as a mining base and an industry base. So I've got I love these containers. I've got one, two, three, four, five, and on the other side I've got I think two. So I've got seven of these massive containers, so plenty of storage. And here I've got my assembly lines. I've got my um, this is my level 2 sphere maker. This is my weapon manufacturing, and that is my general purpose one. And right over there, I've got a thing to smelt with. I want to make another one. Oh wow, 679 ingots. Yikes. Actually, I think that. Oh no, yeah, there is one more thing. Yeah, here we go. These are pretty important. This one is the toolbox. These are on the tech tree, obviously. Toolbox helps make things go faster when you're crafting. The ore cart is to help them mine better, lumber better, and kindle better. So, and I put these here out of the way because they don't need to be used or functioned. They just need to exist inside your base. So now let's go take a look. So this was my mining and crafting base. Let's go take a look at my farm base that's my most recent one. And this is where now the only place I have now that actually makes food and stuff. So first off, we've got, let me get Sky out since I can ride here and fast. So I've got my cows, I've got my chickens, cows for milk, chickens for eggs, and I've got my Vixie to have an unlimited supply of the basic pal spheres. She's like one of the best early game pals. So, I also didn't realize this until I found her or crafted her or whatever, but this guy, Siblix, makes refined cloth. So you really don't even really need the lamb ball as much anymore because like it just drops the better tier cloth. And again, I've got here the for time between transporting and stuff. So I got 2 boxes and a food box here. So I don't know why I can't access this on Sky, but okay. So I'll just take that. So yeah, so you see it's been collecting a little bit, not too much though. And this one, well here it only has 2 high quality cloth. And how's their food situation? Well, they make their own food, so I don't really need to worry about that bowl as much. This is, I guess we call it my kitchen, where I make my cakes or whatever else. So I got 4 of them I can go at the same time. Just a little storage container, don't need much more than that. I got my tomatoes. I think I just unlocked my lettuce, so I'm going to probably put those down too. My wheat and my berries and just their beds. And again, to keep their sanity happy, a little bath there. So this is a really basic. Oh, and also the plantation thing to make planting better. I need to add the waterfall and a couple other things to make this better, but otherwise that's the idea. So I make my food here and then distribute it here amongst my other bases, which is not that big a deal because you can fast travel pretty easily. So now that I've got that, I've shown you the where I make my stuff and where I mine my stuff. This is where I grow my stuff. And now I'll show you my third base, which is the breeding base, which is currently not really doing much because I'm almost at where I was trying to get to. Okay, so this is basically my base, and again, this is very simple, mostly just for the space, because these breeding farms are really take a lot of space. So right now I've got 3. Eventually I'll have maybe 4 or 5, and my condenser here, as well as my egg incubators. I will obviously make more too of those so that I can make more at a time but still kind of getting things up and running here because I am doing some remodeling. So that is basically the strategy. So number one is a mining slash crafting situation. The other one is growing your food, and this one is breeding. And they're all separate. There's a lot of reasons for that. One of them is because the pals they don't really multitask well. So when they have, especially like an Anubis or like what's the monkey, that green monkey, Tansy or whatever. Like they've got multiple specialties, and then they'll plant, then they'll move something, then they'll cut lumber, then they'll mine, and you never get anything done. So that's why I've made these bases like very hyper specific job wise. If I want to have max breeding pens, then I will have 14 because they're pairs, right? And you can only have 15 pals, so I have one extra, which is a vanworm, which I usually use for like, you know, making some extra eggs or whatever. I don't know. So that's why the breeding is separate, and then if the breeding is separate, I need to have food, so I've got that farm base and then the mining, and that is my strategy. So if you have your own strategy or a better strategy, I would love to hear about it. Please put it in the comments or something and just let me know, because I'm always on the lookout to improve my own strategy and my bases and stuff. And here you can see like aerial view. See, there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe I can fit 5 in probably if I work it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and like and all those things that YouTubers normally say.